everybody! Welcome to the Top 10 Luxury Lifestyle channel. Today, we're going to go over Bill Gates' billionaire lifestyle. Bill Gates is the co-founder of the world's largest software firm, Microsoft. He's also the co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His estimated net worth is around $132 billion as of January 2021. The father of three was recently featured on the Netflix documentary Inside Bill's Brain, Decoding Bill Gates. Apart from owning one of Microsoft's most valuable and profit-churning firms, Bill Gates has shares in countless other businesses, including Berkshire Hathaway, Cornerstone Building, Ecolab, Signet Jewelers, etc. It isn't surprising that the 65-year-old entrepreneur and philanthropist loves to spend lavishly on the finer things in life. Reportedly, Gates is an avid artwork fan, as well as a tech-savvy individual. So are you ready to find out how Bill Gates spends his fortune? Let's dive straight into the world of the rich and famous. Bill Gates' real estate portfolio. Mr. Gates has exactly the kind of properties that you would expect from any billionaire. The most notable of his possessions is his extravagant home in Washington, D.C. called Xanadu 2.0. Bill Gates' home is worth a whopping $123 million, and we can totally understand why. This fantastic 66,000 square foot mansion, located in Medina's plush locale, is one of the world's most expensive and magnificent mansions. Would you believe that Gates bought it for only $2 million in 1988, and today it's worth many, many times more? How did that happen? Well, it took Gates 7 years and $63 million more to construct this behemoth of a house. It's the perfect reflection of Bill Gates' personality. Since the billionaire is all about tech, his home is full of mind-boggling high-tech features. This mansion is named after the fictional home of Citizen Kane's Charles Foster Kane. This massive house is ideal for guests as when they arrive, they're handed over a pin to let them interact with built-in sensors located all over the house. Guests can modify the indoor temperature and lighting as per their preferences. Moreover, there are speakers hidden behind the wallpapers that play music from room to room. Would you believe that Xanadu 2.0 is an earth-sheltered home? Yes, it's true. It can regulate temperature efficiently on its own. Another exciting feature of this house is that computer screens worth $80,000 are installed around the house, which anyone can use to display their favorite photographs or paintings, stored on a massive device worth $150,000. That's not all. Xanadu has a gigantic 60-foot pool located in a separate 3,900 square foot building. The best part is that people can swim underneath a glass wall and come up to a terrace on the outside. Let's not forget that the house has an artificial beach as well. The house has over 24 rooms, just as many bathrooms, 6 kitchens, an enormous library, a fully equipped home theater with space for 20 guests, and a garage spacious enough to accommodate 23 cars at a time. Rancho Paciana. In October 2014, Bill Gates purchased this 228-acre ranch for $18 million. This ranch includes a 3/4-mile dirt racetrack, veterinarian suite, 5 barns, an orchard, and a guest house. It's located in Rancho Santa Fe, California. The interior features equestrian decor. Weight loss expert Jenny Craig previously owned this estate. Wellington Farmhouse. Bill Gates owns another horse farm in Wellington, Florida. Gates purchased this property for $8.7 million in 2013. His daughter Jennifer Catherine Gates is an avid equestrian. They used to rent this house before purchasing it for Jenny's competitions in Florida. Wyoming Ranch. Gates purchased this beautiful ranch in 2009. This ranch once belonged to Buffalo Bill Cody. Interestingly, Gates never revealed how much he paid for this massive 492-acre property. However, rumor has it that it was listed for $8.9 million before Bill bought it. Grand Bouquet Island. How could a billionaire who's listed in the world's top 10 wealthiest people and has a fondness for real estate not own a private island? Like most of the wealthy businessmen, Gates also purchased an island called the Grand Bouquet Island. This gorgeous tropical paradise is located in Belize and boasts crystal clear waters, white sandy beaches, and lush green forests. Gates reportedly bought it for $25 million. It'll come in handy for Bill Gates and his family if they want to organize beach parties. Bill Gates' car collection. Bill Gates is worth over $132 million, so he can afford just about any car he wants. Surprisingly, the billionaire doesn't own any ultra-luxurious supercars like most people on the world's top 10 rich personalities list. He lives in a massive mansion with a parking space for 25 cars, but his car collection is relatively modest. Gates seems to be a die-hard Porsche fan as he owns several Porsches. But he doesn't own any Ferrari, Bugatti, or Maybach, which is hard to believe. Let's check out the cars Bill Gates owns. Gates' love story with Porsche cars started in 1979 when he bought this car. In an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, the tech magnate revealed that buying Porsche 911 was his second biggest splurge after establishing Microsoft. The 1979 Porsche 911, which he auctioned for $80,000 sometime later, was the first Porsche car in his garage. Still, this car remained with Gates much longer than any other car he owns. It's one of the fastest cars of its time, and Bill Gates is obsessed with high-speed excursions. This car must have driven him around desert roads. Porsche 959 sports car. Unquestionably, the most impressive of all Porsches owned by Gates is the 959 sports car. It was actually a coupe, the most technologically advanced cars produced by the German car maker during the 1980s. The 959 coupe featured a powerful twin-turbo flat-six engine that churned out 444 horsepower and 500 Nm of peak torque. The car reached from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4 seconds and could hit a top speed of 324 km per hour. These were incredible figures at the time. This supercar was banned from being imported to the USA because it didn't meet its emission standards. But Gates fought a 10-year-long battle to import it to the USA. The legal battle led to the passage of a new law. Unbelievable, isn't it? Porsche 930 Turbo. It's the turbocharged version of the Porsche 911, and the fact that Gates owns it shows how much he loves Porsche cars. He used to call the 930 Turbo his rocket to highlight how fast it was. However, the Porsche 930 Turbo was also sold in the 1990s, and the car's new owner restored and auctioned it in 2012. Porsche Taycan. The Porsche Taycan was the first electric vehicle in Bill Gates' car collection. It doesn't come as a huge surprise that Gates didn't opt for a Tesla, but a Porsche, given the decades-old love story the two shared. In one of his recent interviews, the Microsoft co-founder explained that Tesla's EVs were fun to drive, but he wasn't fond of them. We wonder what Elon Musk would say in response to this. Porsche Taycan is the company's first ever fully electric vehicle that comes in two variants, a Turbo and a Turbo S. Both variants feature a 93.4 kilowatt lithium-ion battery under the bonnet. The Turbo is a range-oriented version that gives a 381 to 450 kilometer range on a single charge. Bill Gates splurged a whopping $185,000 for this EV. Ford Focus. Probably the only Ford car that Bill Gates owns and one of the few luxury vehicles in his garage is the Ford Focus. Even we were surprised to find it in his car collection. The car was introduced back in 2008 and Gates bought it the same year. He liked the drive so much that he drove this car to the office during his last days at Microsoft. Tesla Model X. Recently, Bill Gates was spotted driving a Tesla Model X. This means that the billionaire finally gave in to Tesla's plug-in cars' appeal. Tesla Model X is no ordinary car, as it features the iconic Falcon wings and is one of the best-selling EVs in the world currently. Bill Gates' private jet. Bill Gates has to travel a lot, and therefore, he owns a private jet as well. Gates owns the Bombardier BD700 Global Express, which is in the same class as high-end corporate jets like Boeing 737 BBJ, Airbus ACJ319, and Gulfstream V. The Global Express can accommodate up to 19 people and costs Gates an estimated $40 million. According to Gates, his private jet is a guilty pleasure and certainly a big splurge. The luxurious Bombardier BD700 offers its passengers top-class service, food, and entertainment on board. Bill Gates uses it for both personal trips and business ventures. Bill Gates' art collection. Bill Gates has spent millions of dollars on exquisite collectibles. Many famous artworks are hanging on the walls of his home. Here are some of the best pieces from his art collection. Codex Leicester. We never knew that Gates was such a huge fan of art. This breathtaking historical artifact called Codex Leicester is a collection of scientific writings by none other than the legendary Leonardo da Vinci, who made it during the Renaissance era. Reportedly, Bill Gates paid $30.8 million for this manuscript, which has been the envy of most art collectors worldwide. This work comprises astronomical theories, plate tectonics, and fossils. There are many detailed drawings and sketches in the book that make it an exquisite work of art. Lost on the Grand Banks. The connoisseur of the most luxurious jewels of the art world also owns this priceless painting by American painter Winslow Homer. Gates splashed $36 million for this artwork, which is the most any American painting has ever received. This world-famous painting is now gracing the walls of the Xanadu mansion and is part of the rotating art display mechanism at Gates's house. Other famous artworks owned by Bill Gates includes The Room of Flowers by Childe Hassam, which Gates bought for $28 million. In Xanadu 2.0's library, there's another expensive artwork called Polo Crowd, made in 1910 by George Bellows. What do you have to say about Bill Gates' extravagant lifestyle? But we must tell you that Gates also donates money to charities just as generously as he spends on himself and his family. In fact, his own foundation is one of the best nonprofit organizations in the world. Clearly, Bill Gates is a gem of a person and has a heart of gold. If you like this video, please hit like and share it with your friends. To learn more exclusive facts about your favorite personalities and luxury items, please subscribe to this channel. Until next time!